All right, we're gonna take a little quick moment here. We're gonna do a quick stage reset to prepare for the GamesBeat Visionary Awards, which are coming up a little bit later, but we're gonna get ready for it now. So make sure you you hang out for those. Those will be coming up just about an hour or so. We'll be celebrating Suzanne and Amir, who two truly inspiring leaders who are shaping the future of the gaming industry, and you do not want to miss that. All right, we got 2 chairs to go away, and then we're gonna get right into the next session. So stand by for a minute. Thank you. All right, next up is we've got Mike Mongeau, who's he's the head of product at KID. He's going to talk about compliance while you code, agentic workflows to launch global on day 1. Please welcome Mike to the stage.
All right, well, good afternoon, everyone. So, real quick, who in this room, and humor me, used AI as a part of their job today? By tool name. So just quickly, if it was ChatGPT, raise your hand. If it was Claude favorite. What about Gemini? Cursor? All right, hands down. Whatever you raised your hand for, that tool is what this talk is for. But before we get into it, a little bit of a history lesson. For 15 years, if you wanted to ship a game globally, like really globally, legally, there was a wall. And that wall had a name. It was called compliance. COPPA, GDPR, Brazil ECA, UK OSA, DSA, AADC, name your favorite acronym. There's probably a law or regulation for it. And country-specific requirements too, China, Japan, Korea, each of those requiring specific legal knowledge, each of those requiring specific product implementation. The reality is nobody won, nobody scaled, and everybody paid. And the point is, you did pay. If you were a AAA studio, you were paying 6 figures at least, 2/4 of your time. If you're a big game studio like EA, you have a department for that. If you're a 5-person team in Seoul, you had a conundrum. But some teams are starting to figure this out. And here's the thing about the logo on everything on this slide. Before I talk about them, the regulatory intelligence layer I'm about to show you, we actually didn't build for them first. We built for us at KID. You see, KID's own platform, our CDK, runs on this intelligence layer. We just surpassed 40 million age adaptive experiences this past year. And what we realized is what's good for us is likely good for others. And so separate to the CDK, that intelligence layer, we wrapped it up into a project, into a product, and we gave it to these teams. Roblox, Take-Two, Konami, Bandai Namco, Capcom, Discord, Twitch, and 15 others have been using it. And what we realize is that it doesn't just help those teams actually ship faster, it changes the way that they build. And that's what I want to share with you guys today. And let's take a look at every layer of the stack that has come before. So compute used to mean capacity planning. Now it's elastic. Payments used to mean custom rails per market. Now it's a single API call, right? Files were operational drag and storage costs. Now they're a bucket. We don't even think about it. So everyone started as a giant company thing, and everyone became everybody's thing, including the giants, because it just got better. And compliance as infrastructure is moving in that direction as well. And I'm going to show you a sneak peek at what it looks like. This is Neimo. Neimo is the compliance expert for the tool that you use every single day. Before I tell you what it is, let me tell you what it is not. It is not a new AI tool. It is not a chatbot. It's not a model that we trained. Okay? What neimo does is it makes the tool that you would use every single day 100 times better at the thing it's pretty terrible at, knowing the law precisely. And it plugs into everything that you have open. So the reason I had you raise your hands is to demonstrate for you that neimo can speak to anything that speaks the Open Model Context Protocol, MCP. So if your AI tool speaks MCP, it can talk with neimo. And by the end of this year, that's literally everything. One key, one tool, all of your workflows for every regulation and every jurisdiction. But here's the thing that absolutely matters most. Underpinning neimo is the world's leading online safety knowledge base, continuously and meticulously maintained. 22,000 entries, 3,000 regulations, and 197 countries. This is not AI. This is HI. This is human. Every AI tool we use today has the same answer to accuracy. We all know this term. What do we say? Human in the loop. We must check the AI's work. But neimo is not human in the loop. neimo is human in the source. We pushed it down the stack. We've inverted the model. So when the AI tool on your screen plugs into neimo, right, this is what it's drawing from. Experts in their field and their region. Not the open web, not last year's training data, the collective corpus of work where literally thousands of human hours have been spent codifying this knowledge to primary source citations linked to a law's home. So let's actually get to a real scenario. Let's take this. Let's say you're going to ship your game to Vietnam next month, or let's make it a little bit more interesting, next week. You've never shipped there before, and your lawyer's in another time zone. You know they're not going to call you back till next Monday. So what do? You get started. You do what anybody in this room would do. You open up your daily driver tool, and you ask it to start drafting it. And here's the thing. It will. It looks comprehensive. On the left is without neimo. But it's confidently incomplete. It's generic, it's imprecise. And on the right, it's specific, it's cited, it's sourced. Same model, same prompt, same tool, different answer. neimo was the variable. So that's one kind of question. But let's ask it a totally different question. If demo 1 was a legal one, and there's a right answer, neimo will find it. This one's a little bit different, because there's no right answer in the law book for this. Because the question we're about to ask isn't what the law says, it's what is everybody else doing about loot box laws in Brazil? And here's the thing that this is going to show you. You're not going to be able to get this anywhere else. Not from your lawyer, not from the open web, not from any AI tool, because no AI tool is in the field testing this. But KID is 6,000 mobile apps and games tested every single day for the last 2 years. Yeah, we're tired. I'm kidding, we've been doing it agentically. We aggregate those data anonymously. So every compliance relevant element inside there has been tagged, has been versioned, has been recorded as it's changed. So while everyone else is still reading the law, we've been watching what people were actually doing about it. And you can see it presents you some really rich insights. The law tells you what you have to do, but neimo can also tell you what everybody else is actually doing about it. Pretty impressive. So those logos I shared with you before, what we discovered is that, of course, those teams have a bunch of different roles. Trust and safety, producers, product legal counsel developers, and they're asking neimo all sorts of questions. What you see in the slides, of course, is a simplified version of that. But if it exists in neimo, it's already answered, it's already trusted, it's already available. Human in the source. So that's neimo on its own, but it's even more fun with friends. And so this morning, neimo launched an official MCP connector in Manus. And for those that don't know Manus, it's Agentic AI, where a normal AI tool, you ask it a question and you get an answer back. Manus will actually do the work for you. We're huge fans of Manus at KID. We use it every single day. And so I want to take you through one more demo that shows you Manus, powered by neimo, doing something no single AI could do on its own. So here's what we decided to do. We went out and we asked for a trending PC game available on GitHub, a real game. So it goes and finds one, and we plug it into Manus, and we say, check this game's code for GDPR compliance across every jurisdiction. Look at every single line of code across every use case that the game is actually doing. And what it does is it's going to build a presentation on every finding it discovers through this audit. Manus doing the work, checking with neimo for every specific law, every specific regulation, every specific game feature. But we take it a step further because now we build a really nice static deck in the form of the game, which is cool. We can present this in next week's games meeting. But why stop there? Let's go push this into our engineering team's database. We know all this information, so Manus is going to push this into Linear, but it could be your favorite tool of choice, Jira, with every specific issue in terms of its severity, its priority, and the exit criteria necessary for achieving compliance. Manus, powered by neimo. But again, why stop there? We go one step further. If you just saw it, we're going to build an internal portal dashboard that shows our Get to Green plan that's tracked by that actual engineering database so that the entire company, leadership, product council, can see how we're trending towards complete state. This is what compliance looks like when it stops being a bottleneck and starts being available at your fingertips. So this is a gaming room, and I want to be honest about something other AI vendors wouldn't say. AI doesn't belong everywhere. At KID, we build compliance technology. It's essential, and believe it or not, we kind of love it. You got into this business to build worlds, to be creative. We got in this business to help you do that. Compliance, privacy law, regulatory triage, reading an 800-page statute for a country you've never visited, that's not what you got into this business for. That's what neimo-powered AI can do for you. So creative teams, world building, characters, mechanics, that's you. Compliance, the upfront grunt work, policy, jurisdiction, audits, that's the agents powered by neimo. And of course, the authority, product council, they always sign off. The point here is that it gives you more time so that your developers can do more developing, your designers can do more designing, and your lawyers can do more golf. I don't know. What do lawyers do, Keeman? Lawyering? There you go. Play games. By doing the work that nobody in this room ever signed up for and wanted to do in the first place. But of course, speed is not the whole point. Trust is. Human in the source. A decade ago, or maybe just a few years ago, going global on day one was a big studio thing. Today, going global on day one should be everyone's thing. The same way that payments as an API became everyone's thing, the same way that storage became everyone's thing. So if you're a 2-person team in Lisbon or a 500-person team in San Mateo, you should be able to take the thing that you poured your heart and soul into and launch it to every player on Earth on day one, legally and compliantly. So launch global, day one, every studio, every size. 2 more things before I go. Like any good host, I've come bearing gifts. I have goodies. I've got digital swag. So open up your phones. Like, humor me, please do. On the left is Neimo. We're giving out 100 free research tokens. They don't expire. Use them in a month, use them in a day, use them in an hour. If you use them in an hour, tell me what you did. Okay? That'll give you an API key, and you can plug that into any of your AI tools that is MCP capable today. And on the right, our friends at Manus have given all GamesBeat attendees a bunch of free extra credits as well. And if you've never used Manus, I promise you, you're not going to be disappointed. Go grab that. Or best of both, get your Neimo API key, add it to Manus as the official connector. If there's anybody in this room that works in compliance in games, I challenge you to take the gnarliest problem you're currently dealing with, put it into Manus, say use Neimo, and ask it to do the work for you. Tell me the results. Share it with me on LinkedIn. I would love to see what it's all about. Because the point is we're moving from a system of static records to a dynamic system of intelligence powered by experts. Always up to date so that the next game that you ship can ship everywhere. Thank you.